Hello again. Welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So, a few days ago, I was talking about new friendships, and that got me thinking about what sort of person you are, what sort of person I am. And, are you an introvert or are you an extrovert? Do you enjoy meeting new people, or are you shy, or are you intimidated, or are you whatever? What are you? um, I find for me, sometimes it depends on the situation, but generally speaking, I am really nervous about meeting people. And not the, hello greeting kind of a thing, but when you go to a party and you don't know somebody, like you don't know most of the people there, for example, some people are really good at putting themselves forward and sort of working the room and, like networking in business sort of thing. And that's not me at all. I am if somebody talks to me, I'll have a great old conversation. But for me to initiate the conversation, I find I really have to go outside of my comfort zone to do that. And so what ends up happening is I end up sort of glomming onto somebody I know until there's an opening where I can maybe insert some sort of a sentence or whatever to carry on the conversation and then maybe get to know somebody on that level. I'm not very good at just sort of walking up to somebody who's maybe also feeling really awkward at the party or the function or the whatever it is and starting up a conversation. But I find that I do try to do that more and more because I know it's a weakness of mine. And because I know what it's like to feel like, maybe I don't belong or what am I doing here or whatever, right? So I remember years and years ago, I always thought my mom was a very outgoing person. But I remember years and years ago, she said, you have no idea. I've had to work this my whole life about, putting myself forward to meet people, to talk to people. She said, I'd much rather stay in the background and, be a wallflower. And so that's always stuck with me because she just made it seem so natural and effortless that I had no idea. My husband, on the other hand, is a very, very introverted kind of a guy. He's much more, he's almost standoffish in the sense that he's just not comfortable. Now, same thing. If somebody comes up and talks to him, he'll have a grand old conversation. And it's not like he's talking like he's nervous or, neither one of us really. But he's not as comfortable. And it's like dynamite getting him out the door to go to a place where he doesn't know anybody because of that discomfort. But because he loves me, he goes. And I try not to put him in that situation too often unless it's really important to me. And I've told him that. It's like, I won't be asking you every week to go somewhere that you've never been before and do something, you've never done before, that kind of a thing. But, some people are they're just so naturally outgoing and they can just, walk into any situation with grace and ease and confidence and like all the things. And those are the people that like at a party because they come in with this like aura about them, right? This light that just sort of envelops everybody and says, talk to me. Like, I'm going to find you really interesting. Let's have a conversation. Like that kind of a thing. And those are the people that you really want to have if you're having a function or a party because they work the room, people get to know them, they get to know people, and it just makes things like a much more cohesive rather than little pockets of people here and there. And not that people don't, break off and have their own conversations. Of course they do. But instead of sort of being like 3 or 4 groups of friends getting together, it becomes like one group of friends. So, that's kind of what I put in my mind now. It's like, how can I weave all of this together in my own mind? And sometimes I do it really well, and then sometimes not so well. And anyway. So just, what kind of person are you? Let me know. Have a great one, everyone. Take care. Bye.